Deputy Speaker, the ACDP joins millions of South Africans in paying tribute to our former Member of Parliament, the late Winnie Madikizela-Mandela. We will always remember Mama Winnie for her strong convictions and courage. She had the courage to speak truth to power and was not intimidated by the apartheid government security agents. She also stood by her convictions and spoke her mind even in the most trying of times, sometimes at great cost. Her courage enabled her to stand in the face of persecution and imprisonment and to speak out in defense of the poor and her husband, the late former President Mandela, when he was incarcerated. Despite her shortcomings and mistakes, which we all have, her courage made her one of the leading struggle icons that we will remember for years to come. When former Police Commissioner George Fivaz was interviewed recently by ENCA's Claudine Ngambi, he said that after a thorough investigation into allegations that Mrs. Winnie Mandela ordered the killing of Stompie Seipei, no evidence was found to support such allegations. Most South Africans were not aware of such exoneration until this interview was published, and which sadly took place after Mrs. Mandela had passed away. To help the family find closure to this chapter, I believe that former Commissioner Fivaz needs to meet with them, the family, to apologize for remaining for so long after this matter has come forth and continue to hang over Mama's head. I know that such a visit will be appreciated by the family. The despicable, inhuman humiliation that Mama Winnie was subjected to when she was incarcerated is not widely known. However, her ability to forgive those who so shamefully treated her when she was in a lonely, dark cell without any recourse to proper sanitation is testament to the big heart that she had. Those who continue to vilify Mama Winnie, even after what Mr. Fivaz has said, will be surprised to learn that after her release from prison, besides attending her Methodist church regularly, she visited a number of churches. In one of the churches she visited, I saw her respond to an altar call to give her life to Jesus. According to Acts 2:21 and Romans 10:13, everyone who calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved. Whenever we lose a member of this house, it is a reminder that our days on earth are short. We might be next in line. That is why it is very important that we prepare ourselves for eternity and respond to the call of salvation. I also want to give a word of advice to some Christians who are often quick to judge, particularly when they do not know what the deceased's last prayer was. When Jesus was on the cross, one of the criminals hanging next to him said to him, "Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And in his response, Jesus said, "Today you'll be with me in paradise," without reminding that criminal of his offenses. Mama Winnie, who was known to be a prayerful woman, is gone. My prayer is that her children and grandchildren would follow in her footsteps and be men and women of prayer as their mother was. I want to encourage the family. The Lord Jesus is your strength. Allow the one who holds your future in his hand to hold your hand and lead you beside still waters. I spoke to Zizi Mandela this morning, who said that it is difficult without Mama, and which is understandable. But I also want to remind Zizi that Jesus Christ, who holds your future in his hand, is able to ensure that you make it through the darkest hours. I pray that he will heal your broken hearts, comfort your souls, and assure you all that when you pass through the waters and storms of life, he will be with you. And when you walk through the fire, you will not be consumed. May the goodness of the Lord lead you all to salvation, and may the peace of God that surpasses all understanding be your portion. Thank you.